What pack are you using, Jim? The default one?
Yeah,
that looks like vanilla textures.
Yeah, I think it is.
Are you using the default one that Bacon supplies, or are you just using vanilla?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
Because Bacon put
Just
one in there.
default. I saw the bacon one, but I don't like how it rains bacon.
I don't either. I think it's stupid.
The only thing good about the Bacon one is it does the countdown when you're chopping away at cobble or wood to tell you how many more hits you need till it's going to break. That's kind of cool. The rest of it I hate.
Yeah, the countdown is kind of cool.
I normally run Sortex, but for some reason it's like I'm having this issue with Minecraft where every time I load back in, it drops all of my settings, and I have to set all the settings.
That's weird.
And so if I don't put the texture pack in every time, I don't have it.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's weird. I've been having the same problem with vanilla. I don't know what the deal is.
Weird. Still looks weird.
What looks weird? Did you change your view distance to 5?
Yeah.
What looks weird?
I don't know. I'm trying to see.
See? Goes right through your armor, baby. So don't F with me. I made this purposely for you and Corey.
Active side towards the chest.
I was sick of you guys playing grab ass on me all the time, so I purposely made a sword that ignores all armor.
How is that possible?
It's called a rapier. Rapier ignores all armor. It pierces right through the armor and just does your base health. Doesn't matter if you have ultimate god armor that is like takes 10,000 to break through. A rapier will poke you right through it.
That's not nice.
I know. And then I leveled it to god level, and then I put as many upgrades as I can, including a nether star, and put nothing but quartz on it, so it does max damage.
Yeah.
So it's a serious sword. I 4.5, 5 hit withers with it.
Yeah.
And it's not meant to kill
crazy.
withers, it's meant to just PvP.
Set the so that it's using right click.
Because normal
while sneaking. Oh, there it goes.
What?
Oh, okay. This seriously, to make it work, you have to put a chest in front of it.
Oh, so it has somewhere to spin into?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's doable.
So then we could just take an export or an import bus and import that into the ME, couldn't we?
No, you could just spit it into an ender chest and set the frequency to the one that's going to the ME anyway.
Okay.
Right? In
Sure.
theory?
Yeah, so...
Let me see if we got an extra ender chest.
So... I'm assuming that what this is doing is you're using the barrels as the sorting system because only one item can go in each barrel.
And they're locked.
Okay. So, if we moved the... Here's my thought. If we moved the loot bag ones over here by themselves, and then we could just duct out the bottom of them into that autonomous activator, and then they would...
grab the dolly. Grab the dolly and pull the first... Because we don't want the bacon bag, so we just want the other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pull the first 5 off the bottom, move them aside, put those back down on the bottom row, and then put the other ones back to the top, so at least it all works again.
Right.
Because if you use a dolly, you won't unconfigure the better barrels.
Alright, I got a dolly. I'm coming.
Alright, so then... Now this ender chest is not glitched, and it's working. And the autonomous activator.
So which ones do you want me to pick up?
Just do the saddle, the redstone, the string, the Minicio, and the gunpowder, and then move them off to the side, like on the other side of the room. Make room. And then when you go to put them back down, put the 2 Minicios next to each other and take that feather and put it wherever else. So that way, when you go, because it's a pain in the butt, when you go to pull all the Minicio out and hand bring it over to the other side, that there's Minicio in 2 different parts that are far away. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So since you're doing it anyway, we could do it right this time. All right, so you were saying this needs to be set to right-click and sneak.
Right-click with sneak, yes.
Okay. Do that.
Redstone.
That works. And so since you're going to be coming here, let's bust the floor out. Just right there for the first 5. So that's 4. We just got one more. There you go. And then, yeah, just don't bother with the bacon bags. It's just bags of meat anyway.
Yeah.
You know, when you place them down, just point toward the center of the item duct in the back, and then it'll place now that there's nothing on the ground to place them on.
Okay, so you want me to pick up these bags and then put them right down there, right? So that we
pick up the boxes with the bags in them, and just put them there in those first 5 slots. Let me put duct down first, so that way it'll be easier when we go to duct out of them. There you go. Perfect, sir. Good plan. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll set the autonomous to import from the bottom, and then we'll just break the block out underneath of it. We'll run the pipes underneath.
Alright, and I'll go ahead and put this back together.
Yeah, and then just move the feather to the top row and put that other Minicio there or whatever. 'Cause who cares about feathers? I mean, I guess if we're making arrows or something, we'll use the feathers, but otherwise, it's not super important. This is going to be cool, auto loot bag getting.
Go.
Here we go. Should start happening now. We should start seeing stuff.
Yep, it's working.
And is the stuff that's going into the ender chest going in and then disappearing?
Yes.
Then that means it's going in the ME. It's a success.
Yay, it's working.
Yeah, for once, something works.
Now the question is it going to be fast enough to keep up with the loot bag production?
Well, we'll see.
Or do we need, maybe we need to, because we can put another autonomous activator on this side.
And have it, we could actually do 3.
Right.
And have it push into 3 different sides of the chest, since the chest is taking it away faster than it's making it.
Yeah. Let me go get another activator.
It is working now, because oh, okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, it's just a little slow.
You can get a speed augment level 1, and it'll make it a little faster.
Okay.
Were you gonna bring another activator or 2?
Yes.
Bring 2 more activators and 3 speed augment level 1s, the silver ones.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They look like a speedometer, kind of. Or like a heat gauge in a car.
You want these silver ones?
Yeah, there's a silver, a gold, and a diamond. We just want the silver because these are basic machines. They won't take anything better than silver.
Okay. Got them.
Only the advanced machines will take the diamond and the gold. So if you put a speed augment in each one, then they go slightly faster. Don't worry about how you place them when you place them, because I'll spin them with the wrench.
Okay.
Bless you. Oh, I gotta go downstairs and set them to insert because it's set on extract. The default when you hook up Ender Conduit, it sets everything to extract. You have to set it to insert if you need it to insert.
Right click snake. Right click sneaking. Right,
I should have set them. I set them already, didn't I?
Just make,
there. Put the augments in.
Yes.
Green tab. Cool. Cool.
Let's see what it's doing. Oh yeah, it's a lot faster now.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So I mean, granted, we're gonna get a lot of junk now in the ME. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to set a trash can with a couple of ducts on it with advanced filters, the blue ones.
Right.
And filter out the garbage items that we don't care about. Like it already went through the legendaries, and now it's busting through the others.
Good. Well then that'll keep that done.
Yeah, then we won't lose them. Because I mean, I would imagine there's some really cool items that we've been missing out on.
Well, I've seen a lot of diamond and a lot of Certus.
Well, we got diamond coming in pretty good from the Minicio farm. We're in good shape with the diamond now.
So to filter the ME,
yeah,
we would need to set up export. We need some special export filters and tell those to send it to trash. Is that what you were telling me?
What you would do is, okay, well here, like I'll give you a reverse example. Come over here. See how we have a bank of 4 pulverizers here, and then a bank of I don't know, 8 redstone furnaces here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this chest does the redstone furnaces. The middle chest does the pulverizers. And the chest on the right over there does those 3 alloy furnaces. So if you look at the pulverizers and go to the back, there's a standard export bus. And if you click on it, don't click any of the items in it, but if you click on it, any of those ores at any time when they come into the system from the Ender Quarry, or once Corey sets up his laser that he built, anytime any of those ores come in, they immediately get pulverized, which doubles, brings them into power.
Right.
And then there's also an export bus on the side of it, this way, that has more ores going into that chest. So that way you'll never find those gold ore in there, because the Minicio farm makes gold ore.
Okay.
So you'll never find those ores in the ME. What it does is it turns them into pulverized gold, pulverized copper, pulverized whatever. And then this other chest has all the different pulverized versions immediately going in and getting smelted in redstone furnaces. So the ME never builds up with pulverized dust or pulverized gold, pulverized whatever, shiny silver, whatever. So it just fills up with ingots. So you would do the same thing. You go underneath, under this platform, pick a color. I think there could be white under there right now that has plenty of channels open. Yeah, there's white and it only has one thing on it. So you could go over here to the old Minicio farm, stand here, put a piece of white smart cable out, put a export bus up, have it go into a chest, any kind of chest, crystal chest would be best so you can see it open. You got to make it down one so that you can open the lid, because if you put the chest against the roof, it's not going to open. And then on the export bus, you're gonna, because I'm getting ready to go to bed. On the export bus, you're gonna want to go in the ME and look up card, and put in 2 capacity cards. That'll make it to where it'll open all 9 slots of the export bus. And then you can export all the items that you want to trash. And then on the other side of the chest, you're gonna put a piece of item conduit, and going into a trash can. And then you make sure the item conduit is set to extract on the flange coming out of the chest, and make sure it's the little Ghostbuster symbol is there, so where it auto extracts all the time. And then on the flange of the item conduit going into the trash can, you want to make sure it's set on insert, and it should just automatically trash anything that you told the ME to export. So if there's a particular annoying item like whatever, zombie flesh or some crap that we're getting from the loot bags, and you notice that the ME is like really soaring in numbers, because right now I think the panel is set to sort everything by number of items, greatest one at the top.
All right.
So you can kind of scroll through that and see what we're getting that's like crappy. Like, probably you don't need to make a filter for it, but like melon seeds, every so often I go through and I delete them by, manually. But I'm sure there's going to be something that we're going to get thousands of soon. I don't know. Cactus seeds we might need, but like melon seeds and pumpkin seeds, those must be coming from loot bags. And we don't need them. Time will tell. I guess probably we should just run the ME now that the loot bags are busting into it. We should just run it for 24 hours or,
and just
12 hours and see what we're really getting a lot of nuisance items and then set up the auto disposal system.
All right.
But that's how you would do it. Because then on your chest, say you have an export bus on one side and you put 2 capacity cards in it so you can pick 9 items.
Right.
Once you've exceeded 9 items and you need the 10th item plus, up to 18 items, you just run another little piece of wire and access another side of the chest. So you're going to have one side that's out, and that still leaves you 5 sides to input on. 5 times 9 is, what, 45? So that's 45 items you can trash. And then you can just set up another chest, and that'll give you another 45 items you can trash, So we can really sort this down so we get rid of the crap we don't want. I mean, for that matter, we could take this duct that's going into the garbage can and duct it over there to the ender chest. And then anything that Corey right now is trashing, we could go and put it in the ME and then see exactly what the volume is of stuff.
Right.
And then, trash individual items as we see fit, rather than trash everything and throw caution in the wind. Because right now we're losing tons and tons of enchanted items. Armors, swords, picks, stuff.
Right.
And we have an auto disenchanter, but it's not set up to auto craft. It's just set up to manually load it one at a time. Over here behind the pulverizers. So if you do get an enchanted item or a book that you want to strip the enchantments off of, you just got to manually load them in.
Okay.
There's 11 books in there now, and there's 2 books in there that I strip things off of, so you got to like manually pull them out and manually put items in. But it does work. I haven't set it with chests and ducts to like stack it up like we did in the other server.
Okay. And the loot bags are all gone.
Oh, good. Look at that. See? We were throwing away probably more than 100 a day. The way it was before. Because if you shut this duct off on the garbage can, you'll be surprised how fast those 3 double chests will fill up. That's how, I mean, this thing just, so much mobs, so much drops. It's crazy. And it's only 2 floors and there's no cursed earth in there. It's because it's skyblock and there's nowhere for them to spawn.
So would there be any disadvantage to just bringing everything to the ME and then setting up rules, setting up export buses to get rid of the stuff we don't want?
No, there's no disadvantage of that at all, unless, I mean, we have so many drives, I can't imagine it would immediately clog up the ME and fuck everything up to where we can't use it. I think it would take at least 2 or 3 days of none of us coming in and checking on it for us to then come in and find the MEs like inaccessible because it's full of junk.
Because the only thing,
we have a lot of drives, dude.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking about is like, let's say like if we set it up that way, then we have one location where everything gets filtered. So if we need something, we can just say, "Oh, we'll stop trashing this item," and then it'll immediately start filling up.
Well, that would be at that platform where I was telling you, like off that big white dense cable underneath on the old Minucio farm. You could set it up down there.
Right,
but if you want, you could chip up all that farmland and fill in those water holes where the Minucio farm used to be and just make it like some sort of nice looking block. Like chisel some cobble and make like a nice colored cobble over there or something.
Right.
So I made some blue cobble and then I made some lime green cobble for around the cow field. There's also some weird decorative blocks in here that are kind of cool. There's redstone essence that I made by mistake, and there's also gold essence. You could use that and fill that whole level in that used to be the Minucio farm, so you're not walking around on farm dirt and falling in the water holes. And then that, because this can be a work platform now, and we can actually set up filtering and other things down here. This whole line of ME controllers is going to be eventually where all the different colors of ME cable come off. The dense cables come off once we need more channels.
Okay.
But right now we have the white cable, and it only has one thing on it, so there's 31 open channels just on the white cable alone.
Right.
That's a lot of export buses into a garbage system, you know.
Sure.
The pink one's used a lot, but even then it's only, I think there's, I'm looking, it looks like there's only 16 channels out of the 32 maybe, or maybe less. Can't tell. Either 16 or 24 channels out of the 34 are used, but I don't even know that it would be that much. But that's on that pink line. If we hook another pink line into another controller, that gives you another 32 channels. Regardless of the color, every controller, every face of every controller can do 32 channels. So on that particular pink line, it'll do 32. On this particular white line, it'll do 32. If you hook another white line into another controller down here, that's another 32. You just can't let the two white lines cross because they'll hook together.
Right.
And then that'll screw everything up. That's why you do the different colors, just to keep it all straight, you know?
Understand.
And then if you do need to run two ME cables or an ME cable next to something and it keeps auto-connecting, you pull out of the ME a thing called cable, it's called cable anchor, and you shift right click and put down cable anchor first, and then when you go to put down the cable, it'll keep the cable from auto attaching to something on the ME you don't want it to hook to. If you need to like make two white cables pass by each other and they're trying to auto connect, you put a cable anchor down between them, and then it'll act as like a standoff, like a little leg. And it'll keep them from auto-linking.